Here I am. Oh my God, you guys. It's time to talk about what is quite possibly, besides Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, one of the greatest movies ever made. I'm, of course, talking about Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Yes, this late 80s joint came to us from the brilliant mind of Cassandra Peterson, and a moment in time where if you became a pop culture moment, you got a movie. Like it just happened, okay? They decided let's make a movie about it. I kind of miss this about our culture. Whenever someone became like the hot new thing, they'd end up in a movie or they'd make a movie about them or center a movie around them. We don't do this anymore. I wish we were more reckless with our spending when it came to Hollywood movies.
Nobody takes risks anymore.
But Elvira, Mistress of the Dark was the brainchild of Cassandra Peterson and many others who wanted to make a film to encapsulate the success of Elvira because, quite frankly, nobody thought she would ever get to this point. Like, she was literally a local horror host in Los Angeles. Like, a role she booked by chance, and suddenly she had exploded. She was a pop culture phenomenon. She was appearing on Johnny Carson, Joan Rivers, David Letterman. She was going everywhere. She was the Coors beer model spokesperson. Like, she was the queen of Halloween, and New World Pictures approached her to create a movie. And let me just say, it did not disappoint. Now, I will say, it disappointed many at the box office. But it does not disappoint us as a cult following, okay? Now, this is definitely the definition of a cult movie, because for a while there, this is looked down upon as being a bad movie. However, us gays have championed this for the piece of art that it truly is.
Listen, sister, if I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
And we understood exactly what Cassandra was doing, okay? She understood the assignment. So, to give you a brief synopsis, Elvira Mistress of the Dark takes place in her local station doing her horror hosting show, Movie Macabre. And it's showing us it's really a downtrodden show, okay? Like, we start off with It Conquered the World, like clips from that movie, which is, you are a horror movie buff, you'll recognize this as one of those like really bad, cheesy B movies from the 1960s. Like, I think Peter Graves is in this, like a really young, hot Peter Graves. But it's one of those monsters where it looks like an eggplant, like an evil watermelon with arms, with teeth. Like, terrible.
Look like Gumby on steroids.
Like the kind of shit you'd see on like Mystery Science Theater. We get clips of that, and then we cut to Cassandra hosting it as Elvira at the local station. And as soon as it ends, you see like the whole news poster fall in front of her face, like this, they're gonna start the news, okay? She's running long. And it was kind of like that. Like, when you're at the local station, that's how it was. Like, you had to be on your shit and you had to have your stuff in the can because they have another show after you. It's like doing public access, okay? Like, your time slot's up, get the hell out, we need a studio. And Elvira is, again, we don't really know who she is or what she's about. Like, she just kind of exists as Elvira. Like, she's constantly in Elvira drag. And we just go with it, okay? We don't question the logic. Like, she has no other life. She's always in this dress and this wig. And you just go with it, all right? That's who she is. It's like Pee Wee Herman. We never understand or question why he's always in the same outfit and why he doesn't change clothes. This is just how it is, okay? Just get over it. She is being accosted by the new station manager. The folks call him Longhorn, a big, gross Texan man who's rich and decides he's going to make lecherous advances onto Elvira and even grabs her tits. And she, of course, throws him off of her like a good girl and quits her job on the spot because she knows she's about to go to Las Vegas and open up her show in the Flamingo. But there's one minor problem. They don't actually have the money to finance it. So she needs to find $50,000 so that she can mount her show, at least as like a backup to make sure they have enough money to mount it for a few months, which is kind of like par for the course of Vegas shows, which actually kind of makes sense in the history of Elvira because if you know anything about her, she was a showgirl in Las Vegas. Like, at 17 years old, she signed a permission slip from her parents and was allowed to appear in a Las Vegas show. So this really springboarded her career to eventually becoming a comedian in Los Angeles, where the Elvira character was invented. But lots of like little tidbits of Elvira's history are like sewn into this, like showgirls, Las Vegas, like all this kind of stuff that are part of the tapestry of who Elvira is as a person. She gets news that her great aunt Morgana has passed away. She has to go to like the Boston area to collect her inheritance. And you get this amazing, like, I guess, albeit a bit dated, Price is Right reference, where you see like a full dream sequence of her getting a boat, getting a car, getting bags of money. You know, like the whole funeral, like the whole will reading service turns into the Price is Right suddenly. Like, it's fabulous. Like, these kind of shit happens in these movies where it's just like great cutaway gags and stuff Elvira was known for, which again, she's finally being given the budget to do something at a grander scale as opposed to like The most that you got out of Movie Macabre was like she had the breather call her on the phone. Like that's the most you got out of Movie Macabre. Like there was no budget to do anything. Now we got a budget. Now we can actually do stuff. Elvira's going on an adventure, and we get the whole opening credit scene is just Elvira doing the road trip movie. Like you see gas stations explode, you see hitchhikers trying to kill her. Like you get a whole 4 movies in just the opening sequence, along with this banger cover of Once Bitten, Twice Shy. Oh my God, this song is great. Like it just sets the tone for the whole movie. You know it's gonna be some unserious cheese, and you're prepared for it. Now, when she arrives in this northern Massachusetts town, this like uptight provincial town, she, of course, gets a flat because something has to happen to keep her there. It's very much like those great on the road movies with Bob Hope, kind of referencing those, where she's going to get stranded somewhere and she's going to change the town and change everybody's lives. Which, again, great premise for a movie. I'll watch it every time. I love it. Tu Wong Fu, On the Road, like all these kind of movies. Love them. Never get tired of this premise. Let's make this again. We need to bring back the on the road movies. All right? Where are those? Let's bring these back. But anyways, Elvira is stranded in this town, and everyone there, all the locals, can't stand her. They want her out because they're all like stuffy provincial people that are like very Puritan, almost like stuck in like the 1700s and how they act. And lo and behold, there is a villain lurking in this. Who, honestly, the villain in this movie is pretty great. Like he's also like kind of scary. Like he's really going for it. Like the guy that plays her Uncle Vincent is like menacing and gross, and I love it. Like he's got a great, like, he chews the scenery every time he's on the screen. Not to mention, like she goes to the will reading and finds out her inheritance is just a gross old house and a little poodle. And the poodle makeover in this, you're going to love Gunk. He's actually, what I like about this, when the Monster High did the collaboration with Elvira, on the cover art for it, they actually included Gunk, which I thought was such a nice little fun reference because like he's one of those characters that's seldomly ever like mentioned in the Elvira canon. Like, where is Gunk? Bring back Gunk. All right. Also, this is one of those things like I wish this movie had more merchandising because like we needed Elvira dolls, we needed action figures. I wish it was a bigger hit than it was because I want this house. Like the horribly painted house that her and the teenagers make over. I want it. Like, why don't we have a playset of this? But all kinds of great sequences happen in this movie that you're just going to love because this is Elvira going full force, like ham mode. Like as much as she can squeeze into this, they did. And like they're low budget effects, but they truly work. Like lots of dream sequences, lots of magic, lots of her flirting with Bob, who's almost like, I don't know how to describe Bob. He's really hot, but has no riz whatsoever. Like Elvira's just like throwing herself at him and he does not pick up on anything she's throwing down. Like it's almost like he's secretly gay or something, but like Bob has no riz whatsoever. Like no radar whatsoever what's going on. Also, our minor antagonist, Patty, who she's like fully out of like a Bobby Soxers kind of look with like the fright pink hair and like the tight sweater girl look, like those pointy ass bullet bra, like torpedo tits. Now, I cannot go on without mentioning one of Elvira's co-stars, who truly does steal the show, and that would be the inevitable Edie McClurg. Now, some of you might know Edie McClurg from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like, she played, like, the squeaky voice secretary. Like, he's a righteous dude. She's got that very Midwestern way of talking. Like, she looks like everyone you would encounter in, like, Milwaukee, Chicago area. But Edie McClurg is one of those character actresses that I'm so sad is retired now, but she truly has never had a dull role. Like, she also popped up in, like, Eating Raoul, where she's one of like the sex addicts that comes to stay there, like one of the swingers. Like one of her famous lines, like, oh, they're into doggies, when people say they're into pup play. But like Edie McClurg has had such an interesting career. Like she's never had a dull role. And this one in particular is one of the first ones where she's put in the forefront and as like a really big part. Like she's always had small parts in big movies. This is one of the few movies where she's like one of the central antagonists of the film. And she is Chastity Pariah. Love the name. And she is the one that's holding down the fort down in this town. Like she's the one keeping everyone uptight, everyone as pure as possible. And I love Edie. She's one of those characters that comes from the Groundlings as well, from Elvira. Like she's one of those like super great Groundlings character actors that I'm sad never got on like SNL or anything bigger. Like she truly is like one of those actresses that should have had a much larger career than she did. And it's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. But she does not hold back in this movie. Like she chews every single line and just really goes for it. Like this one scene in particular, the scene in the park with all the other people when they eat Elvira's casserole, they are truly just like, there's no fucking way they got Edie McClurg to do this. She is at her waspy best in this movie, and you're going to love Edie, okay? Like, live for her. And this is one of those few movies where I've watched it that involves, like, teenagers and kids where I'm just like, they don't annoy me. Like they're actually really fun and add a lot to the plot and push things along. And like you like how Elvira is like this fun, like bad influence on everybody, just to like let loose and have some fun. Like listen to rock and roll, dress up, like wear makeup, do all this like really fun stuff that's like doesn't really hurt anything. Like just enjoy your life is kind of like the whole point that she's trying to get off of there, because everyone's so stuffy and uptight and nobody lives their truth like Elvira. Like it's truly like someone taking RuPaul and plopping them in full drag inside of a small town and just seeing what happens. And with Elvira, what I like the most about her is like she's often in peril, but you never fear for her welfare. Like there's danger afoot, but you don't think you know she's gonna be okay. Like she's gonna find her way out of this. Like she'll find some clever way to get herself out of the danger. Even when she's at her most vulnerable in this movie, you already know like she's got something up her sleeve. Okay, like we know Elvira's gonna be just fine. And I like that. I miss that about movies like this. And I think that's why I truly enjoyed it. Like it hit me at the right spot in my life. I watched this when I was a teenager and became obsessed with it and became obsessed with Elvira. Because it's one of those things where you need these kind of strong characters in your life to like help you frame things out, help you like deal with life, or how to like basically create a guidebook for how you can go through situations where you're not the most in control, but you can channel that kind of energy. And Elvira is one of those people that I've always loved where it's like, it's that character comedy that just fully stands 10 toes down in who they are and what they're about and doesn't compromise. Even when like their back is against the wall, they still find some way to get through it with their head held high, with a clever joke, some way to like let you know they're not licked yet. And I love that about Elvira, and especially this movie. And it's a shame because New World Pictures really laid a big egg with this movie. Like it was not successful. It bombed at the box office, but it became a much bigger hit on home video and rental. Like especially the blockbuster generation, people would often throw this in their pile of movies like to get like along with Pee-wee's Big Adventure, something fun and whimsical to throw on for the kids while you cook dinner. And that's truly where the movie shined. And now, even Elvira in interviews has talked about like, it seems like she's kind of like a little saddened by how unsuccessful it was and didn't really even quite know how much people have grabbed onto it and really grasped it. Like, I remember reading one thing in People magazine where they asked RuPaul what his favorite movie of all time was. And he flat out said this movie. Like Elvira Mistress of the Dark is his favorite movie. And you can kind of tell from like projects he would do have similar themes. Like AJ and the Queen has a very similar like jest to it as Elvira does. Like you could tell if RuPaul was given free range to do a movie, this would probably be the movie he would have done. If like, you know, at the pinnacle of his career, it would have been something like this. It's easy to understand why. It's a very easy watch, but it's fun. And that's really what the takeaway is. Is it a perfect movie? Absolutely not. Does it make a lot of sense most of the time? Not really. But things just happen in it and you leave it feeling pretty satisfied. And even with the ending, it's like, you know what? Did she get everything she wanted? Not necessarily, but she got the dream she wanted, and that's what makes me happy, okay? Like, did she get everything she wanted? No. But she did get the one thing that was the most important to her, and we can just leave it at that. It's fine. She just wants to twirl her titties for you, and I can respect that. Now, if you have not seen Elvira Mistress of the Dark, I have to say, this is one of those movies that's on my radar of like, if you didn't at least like it, we can't be friends. I'm sorry. We don't get along. We're not going to mesh. But this definitely is one of the movies that really defines my humor as like a person. And one of those things where it's like the kind of jokes and the kind of like the kind of comedy that I truly, truly enjoy definitely inspired a lot of the James Mansfield character and like the way I'd like throw jokes around. Like Cassandra Peterson is definitely ingrained in my mind for like those female character comedians that just knew how to deliver lines and create like a fun camp kind of aesthetic that truly, when you watch this movie, you can understand why she's lived on for so long and why Elvira has remained famous. It's like this kind of thing. It's very Mae Westy. It's got that Mae West appeal to it where it's timeless, it's funny, and it just has that aura about it where, yeah, that's a bad bitch. She's a baddie. I get it. I fully get it.
If they ever ask about me, tell them I was more than just a great set of...
Now, let me know what you guys think about Elvira Mistress of the Dark. Is this one of those movies that does it for you, or am I doing too much? I'm fully okay to admit I'm doing too much, but let me know down below because you're entitled to your wrong opinion. All right, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one, okay? Bye!
Unpleasant dreams.
Well, it's over now. Click my next YouTube video. Like, comment, and subscribe.